Good morning!
Good
Hello,
morning.
Tea Tribe. Courtney, I am very excited for our first day together. This is going to be fun, right?
It's going to be the best Tequila Tuesday that the T Tribe has seen in a hot minute. I'm very excited. T Tribe, let's say good morning to Alex in the chat. Go right on ahead and give her the warmest welcome you can fathom. Hotter than the hand warmers in your mitts back when we were kids.
Oh my God, I am so excited. I'm ready for Tequila Tuesday. So I got my shot glass. Courtney, do you have yours ready?
Oh, girl, you know I got mine. Batman, girl. No, 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 Batman. Well, today it might be Black Man. Black
Oh my God,
Man.
I love it. So how are you doing? It's Tuesday. We got our Monday out of the way. We're starting our Tequila Tuesday. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, Alex, I'm trying to hang in there. I always kind of feel like Tuesday is like a throwaway day. For me, the main days of the week
Right.
are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday and Thursday are like speed bumps, girl. So we just right on over the speed bump and let's cruise straight to the weekend, girl.
Right? After Tuesday, we have hump day, of course, which is tomorrow. And then it's all great from there. Thursday is probably my favorite day of the week. I don't know why. What's your favorite day of the week?
My favorite day of the week is Friday because it's the T to the G to the I to the F. And girl, the second I shut this laptop, girl, and I say good night or good morning wherever you are, T Tribe, and I lower down this laptop here, girl, it's party time. And by party time, I mean I go downstairs and I lay on my glamorous sectional and I watch many episodes of the beautifully written Black Ink Crew on VH1 from literally 2012, I believe it was, years ago.
I love that. What are you binging right now? You know, we have a lot of time at home. So what are you
Oh,
binging right now?
listen. Right now, I'm binging Black Ink Crew. It's literally, Alex, this old show from 2012. Just to give you background, like I'm from Harlem, but I grew up in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania. So Black Ink Crew definitely gives me that Harlem essence. There's lots of drama. There's tattoo. There's like celebrities that we know that come in, like Erica Mena coming to get a tattoo. So it's a very enjoyable reality show. What about you, girl? What you watching?
Ooh, okay. You know what I'm watching right now on Amazon? Something called Red Oaks. I don't know if you've heard of
Mm.
it. There's 3 seasons. It's great. I watched Hollywood on Netflix. Love that. Have you
Yes,
seen it?
yes,
Ryan
yes. I
Murphy
love it.
show.
I love
And I'm
Darren
a
Criss.
big star, right?
Yes,
I love
yes,
it. And I love the partnership that he has with Ryan Murphy because Ryan just kind of
yes.
brings him on every show. And so I love that part about it. I'm a big reality TV star. So, of course, all the housewives, catching up on that.
Yes.
And I'm
Atlanta is
binging.
probably my favorite Housewives franchise. What is your favorite Housewives franchise?
Oh, okay. I like New York. I like New York,
Hmm.
but I think Jersey is probably my favorite because the
Yeah.
drama on that show, and I'm Italian, so I identify with them. So I love a good Housewives. But you know what else I'm watching, Courtney? Are you
What you
a
watching,
90
girl?
Day Fiance fan on
I have. Let me
TLC?
say this. I have recently I've dipped my pinky in. I've only seen maybe between like 2 and 4 episodes because after like watching one episode, I'm like, y'all, this is a mess. Like, do these people not realize that the people that they bring in from this country over to this country, they might not be in love with them? Like, I don't understand how are there seasons of this and people are just blindly doing this? I don't understand, Alex.
You know, it's intense, and I think that's part of the show. We're trying to figure out, are these relationships real? Are they not? But they just had part 2 of the finale, so the season just ended. And let me just tell you, Courtney, if you want to see drama, if you're into reality TV, you got to check out 90 Day Fiance because I'm a huge fan. But
I
I
need to get
can't stop
into it.
binging everything. You do, totally. Okay, so it's my first day. So is there like an initiation or something you need to teach me, Courtney, about the tea tribe that I may not know about or about the morning tea?
Well, Alex, something that I think you should do right now is tell the T Tribe what your emoji is. So, whenever we talk about Selena Gomez, her emoji is the crown emoji. Justin Bieber's emoji is the pink ice cream swirl emoji. My emoji is the crystal ball emoji because I like to make lots of speculations and not confirm them. So I try to see into the future. I try to see through the PR. So mine is the crystal ball. What is your emoji, Alex? Tell the T Tribe.
Oh, okay. Well, I have two. Okay. Of course, I love the salsa dancer because I just want to have a good time. We're here to party. So I love the salsa dancer. And I'm a big roll eye, like the roll eye emoji, like, oh, this
Yes.
again. So it's between those. But I'm a
I
big
like
emoji
that.
user. Are you?
Alex, I'm an excessive emoji user. I always like to tell people if I'm not using emojis with you, I probably don't know you that well because I am like a hey girl, red heart, two pink hearts, flame emoji, hands up emoji, and it's like two words. I feel like if I don't use emojis, there's a chance I become like I make so emojis just make it very clear.
Right? So I know, of course, with the morning tea, you guys are all here for some tea. But before we get into that, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, share with your friends, do all the fun because we want to tell you the tea every single day. Right, Courtney?
Yes, ma'am. And you know what? We're gonna give it to you hot and ready. More hot and ready than a Little Caesars pizza. I just want to throw on in there. So if you like Little Caesars, we're gonna give the tea to you hotter than that. So
I love it. So why don't we let them know what we're chatting about today before we get into it? We have some Joe Exotic, any Tiger King fans out there? We are talking some stuff about getting out of prison. Joe Exotic is trying to ask some celebs if they can get him out of prison. So that's exciting. Right? Is right.
yes.
Then, of course, for our couples therapy, we have Deja and Ti. We're going back to an old story about the gyno. I know I'm sure you've talked about this on the show before. Ti was very vocal about his daughter and going to the gynecologist appointment with him, which I don't know about that, but we're going to get into that. And then, of course, it's Jenner tea time, or is it Jenner tequila time today? Courtney, what do you think?
Listen, honestly, Alex, we can't even change it because my Jenner tea time intro is already pre-recorded, girl. And even if it was Jenner tequila tea time, my voice is gonna scream Jenner tea time regardless. So we know it. It's just in theory, girl.
Yeah, so we're going to talk. Of course, Kanye had his birthday last night, his 43rd birthday. So Kim showed him some love. So we'll get into that. And then a lot of the Jenner family is starting to break those social distance rules. So we'll get into what we feel about that. And do we think we're ready for that? And then we'll get into Kylie talking about Kylie Cosmetics and how she's very proud of the diversity because she has 13% of her employees are Black. So we'll get into that. So there's a lot of exciting stuff going on, Courtney.
Jeez, that Jenner tea time is looking nice and full. It's looking thick and juicy. Y'all ain't gonna want to miss that. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now.
No. And then stay for the final part of the show. We're going to talk about the rest of the celebs and how they're using their platform to empower Black leaders and kind of, move this movement, to their viewers. So I love all the stuff that's going on. I'm very, very excited. So should we just kick it off now, Courtney? Should we start?
Let's kick it off, girl. Let me get a little tea kettle, girl, because before we get into it, I gotta pour. Get some more.
All right, you pour it. You pour that tea. I got mine as well.
Yeah, okay. Look at that. Just get that on in there. Time for some OMT with Alex and me.
OMC. Oh, look at that. You're a poet and you didn't even know it, Courtney.
Oh, yes, God, girl. You have no idea.
I love it. What kind of tea are you drinking, Courtney?
Now, today, Alex, I couldn't be bouncing off the walls. I knew it was your first day, so I got some decaffeinated green from Trader Joe's that's going to get me right. Because, girl, if this would have been my passion fruit, girl, I have a coffee before this, I might have been Tasmanian Devil, and you would have been like, what is this job right now? So, I'm making sure I'm having some decaf so I can stay calm and strong for y'all. What you drinking, girl?
I love it. You know what? I'm not going to lie. There's actually a little coffee in here today because, like you said, it's my first day. I need to amp up the caffeine and get ready for all the tea we have to spill, all right? So let's get into our first story, our OMT, which, as I mentioned, is about Joe Exotic, or Tiger King as you know it. You know, we all must have binged Tiger King during this quarantine. There's a lot of hype around this. But listen to this, Courtney. Yes.
I gotta be honest. You're gonna have to hold my hand. I have to offer you my hand, Alex. You're gonna have to hold my hand. Can I tell you why? Because the T Tribe knows I did not watch Tiger King and purposely because Joe Exotica, whatever his name is, he came out and he was upset that white people couldn't say the N-word. So for me, he was canceled. But please tell the story because I know he is trending and I know that the boys and girls of the T Tribe love the Tiger King. So hit us with that news, girl.
Okay, I'll let you know then, Courtney. All right, so Joe Exotic, get this, asked Donald Trump, our president, Cardi B, Kim Kardashian, for help in a desperate plea to rescue him from his life behind bars because he says his husband has abandoned him. All right? So he's currently serving time in prison for his in a failed murder for hire plot against his rival, Big Cat Rescue CEO, Carol Baskin. I'm sure you've seen that on TikTok.
Yeah, I see Carol Baskin a lot. People ain't happy with Miss Carol.
So, get this. He penned a letter, which TMZ obtained, and he declares that the pandemic is over and calls on President Trump to make good on his promise and look into pardoning him. He says, I struggle every day, this is a quote, to hold on to what little hope I can find. They keep me locked down 24/7 with no phone, email, or commissary, and you will never understand the mental abuse this does to a person. I don't even know if I'm married anymore. Seems everyone is so busy making money and being famous. I don't even get a letter from Dylan, which is his boyfriend, or I guess his husband. And if he's moved on, he should tell him. If he hasn't, I'm begging to support me. Sad to be dumped like a dog in a shelter, but that's how it feels.
Well.
Then, wait, Courtney, it gets better. Joe compares his struggles with that of George Floyd, saying, quote, it's like George Floyd. His message got lost in the riots. My message got abandoned for money and fame. Shame on everyone making a buck. And you people that think they're cool, famous, remember how that knife went in my back and it will go in yours also. End quote.
Now, Alex.
I know. Let's stop there, right? Let's stop there before I move on.
I can't take no more, girl. Alex.
Courtney.
You had me in the first half, girl. You had me. I was kikiing along with it, and then you had the nerve to bring, not you, but he had the nerve to bring up George Floyd. Alex, I'm going to say this. I may not know the story of Mr. Tiger King, but I will say this. Lock her up and throw away the key. But you finish.
Right?
Are you serious now?
I can't even, at the end of the day, Courtney, like, this guy's in jail, you know? So he's, like, trying to get, I don't know, support or people to feel bad for him, but, like, he's in jail for a reason. And then to kind of capitalize on this, this whole movement and George Floyd and all of that, I think it's disgusting, and I don't like it at all. But he then concludes his letter by asking Cardi B, who previously tweeted that she supported him, and Kim K, who has successfully secured pardons for prisoners, to help him. So
I'm gonna say this, Alex, because Cardi is not the biggest fan of us, and by us I mean me, because she don't know you, but. She bet not be penning nobody's letter to be getting nobody's Tiger King out, and I don't believe that she will. I will give her the benefit of that doubt. I think that Kim has way bigger fish to fry at the barbecue than Mr. Tiger King, honestly. Apparently, her and Kanye are breaking up every other day, Alex. So, I mean, I'm sure that she has other things that she wants to focus on and not Joe Schmo.
Right? Okay, but get this. So then his boyfriend Dylan responded to this. He posted on Instagram that he is still very much committed to the former zookeeper, saying, I love Joe. I'm standing by him. The photos that I post on here are a highlight reel of my life. What you don't see are the hours that I'm alone at home, missing my husband and my friend. I've been writing letters, and it is a shame to hear that he isn't receiving them. I know they limit the amount he can read in a week, and I only hope that eventually they get to him. Joe, I hope that this reaches you too. Know that I love you, and I'm fighting for you every single day. So Dylan's saying, I'm still here. There's no problem. So all this claiming that his boyfriend or his husband, I don't even know who it is anymore, is, he's hurting and there's all these mental, issues going on in jail are not even happening.
Let me ask you this, Alex. Do you think that maybe Joe is trying to get out of prison and he's lying just so that he can reap the quickly fading benefits and attention from this Netflix garbage?
1,000,000%, Courtney. That is a great point. The Tiger King just blew up in quarantine because we were all at home and people were just, this story is just unbelievable. You have to watch, Courtney, maybe just take watch a few clips and just check it out and just understand, because he is a character. You can't even, I can't even describe him to you if you haven't seen it. But anyway, I do think he's trying to capitalize on this.
On Halloween, I'm not going to recognize anyone because apparently everyone is going to go dressed as him. Do you think that that's true?
I do think that's true. I think it'll be a little overplayed. It's kind of, that costume that everyone is that one year? Like, I'm trying to think what it was last year. It's going to be that for sure. Everyone's going to be. But anyways, oh my T is right. Let me tell you, right?
Yeah, that's so weird that he's trying. Like, girl, we live in a different time. Girl, we certainly can find out whether you are receiving letters or not. My question is now to the husband: if you're out here releasing statements and stuff, how is that going to get back to him if he's not getting anything, allegedly?
Right? I know this whole story is very confusing. I think he's just trying to capitalize on everything going on, and at this point, I think he's got to stay in jail because he's not our problem right now. He's got to deal with what he's allegedly being accused of and in his own time. And Cardi B, Kim, President Trump, we have bigger issues, bigger fish to fry, right?
Yeah. Alex, we have so many. I feel like Tiger King happened last summer and it wasn't even that. You know what I mean? This is something that realistically was fairly recent, and girl, already that was a fad. The next time we'll hear about Tiger King will be at the end of the year when they do like the 2020 recap. Remember how awful the year was? But remember before the world got flushed down the toilet. Remember Tiger King, girl? Remember Rare by Selena Gomez? Remember all the good things 2020 gifted us before the world turned into one big sneeze? So I definitely feel that. Oh, poor Tiger King. He doesn't realize that he's a fad. We've already moved on and forgot, girl.
I know, it's pretty hard. But T-Tribe, let us know in the comments, in the chat. Let us know, what are your thoughts on Tiger King? Do you think he should be pardoned? Do you think he should be, kind of capitalizing on all of this movement going on that, he deserves to be out of jail as well? Let us know, because I can't even deal with that today. There's too many more important things going on.
Alex, I see the T-Tribe. They are, I don't even know the word to describe what y'all are doing right now in the chat. Y'all, let's remember that this is Alex's first day. So with respect, I say relax. Alex, our literal icon, Miss Mika, is here in the chat, and we live, laugh, and love for her. You remember. It is now time for you, Alex, to count me down. Or rather, I guess it's count me up. To the start of the Miss Mika song.
Let's do it.
So if you could give me a 6, 7, 8, girl.
All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tea ya. And we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go, go, go Mika. Happy Tuesday to you. It's always a pleasure to meet you. So we have to do it every show.
Wow.
Up. We have to sing the song. We have to sing her praises because without Mika, I mean, who would we be meeting, Alex?
I love Mika. Where's Mika from?
Mika, where are you from again? Perhaps Mika is from Nebraska, but I could be wrong. I feel like she's either from Nebraska or like South Dakota. It's one of those two places, but I definitely feel as though she's from Nebraska. Mika, please let us know where you're from if you're in the chat, my darling.
Yeah, I want to know where everyone's from in the T Tribe. Let me know in the chat where you guys are from. I want to get acquainted with you. It's my first day. I can't see the chat right now, so I hope people aren't being too mean. But listen, I'm learning. I'm here to. I'm one of you. We're part of the team. We're part of the T Tribe, right?
We're part of the team.
The team.
So extra sorry, Alex. You're part of the team.
I know. I love a good pun, Courtney, so you can throw them out anytime you want. I love it. All right, so let's move on. That's enough Tiger King for this morning, okay? Let's move on to our couples therapy, okay?
Hey.
We got some couples therapy tea for you. This one is about Deja and T.I. As you know, in a preview for next week's Friends and Family Hustle, Deja gets emotional after finding out her dad talked about her gynecologist appointment in an interview. The clip featured Tiny finding out T.I. had spoken about taking his 18-year-old daughter, Deja, to her gyno appointment to make sure she hasn't been sexually active. Now, the controversial interview took place in November of 2019. I'm sure you guys remember. And now viewers will get to see how it all played out on the show and handled behind the scenes. Okay, before we get into this, what did you think of that story originally back in 2019 of T.I. kind of being this proud father talking about taking his daughter to the gyno appointment?
First of all, Alex, let me just say that I'm so irritated that T.I. has done something enough to make the docket, first of all, because I'm not a T.I. fan because I don't like the way he treats women. Second of all, I thought that the whole entire story situation is absolutely terrible, awful, and he should be ashamed of himself as a father. Also, I wonder, how did Tiny allow this? Not even going to go on a long rant, Alex, before you finish the story, but just understand that how I felt, I thought it was absolute and complete garbage. And T.I. does not have the best track record with women in general, both as a father and as someone that is leading a woman, much like he tried to lead Iggy Azalea and failed. So shout out to Iggy Azalea, though, because she's doing her own thing independently. But let's not forget that after Fancy, it was. So shout out to Deja.
Right. I completely agree with you 100%. I think this whole story was terrible. I think T.I. kind of gloating and showing that he's just being a good father was inappropriate. But as they showed in the clip, Deja naturally was mortified to hear the comments about her that her dad had made. And she said, quote, "Things are completely awkward between me and my dad." She admitted in a confessional, and then in a conversation with some friends, you see her saying, quote, "The situation is just a little traumatizing for me." She also said that she just didn't want to be around her dad at this time. And then at the end, you see Deja in tears saying, "I'm ready to go home now." And then T.I., meanwhile, can be seen in another conversation where he insisted, "What I'm never going to do is apologize for being me." Thoughts?
You don't have to, but we don't gotta support your music, and we haven't for a minute. Now, my question is, when was the last time we really got down to a T.I. song? You can have whatever you like. Remember that? You can have whatever you like. When the song came out 12 years ago by T.I. This is absolutely awful, and I think that I just feel like there is like some sort of toxic masculinity reasoning behind it. Why does a father need to check his daughter's hymen? Sorry for being so graphic, y'all, but we're all adults here for the most part. But I just, don't you find that to be inappropriate, Alex? As a man, I feel like that's inappropriate. So I couldn't imagine how women feel.
I think it is completely inappropriate. To be completely candid with you, my dad is an OBGYN. So even that was very open in our house. Not open, probably more open than the average family, because it was his occupation. And so it was kind of a little bit more normal for us to discuss this. That being said, I don't think any father should attend one of these appointments with his daughter. It's completely inappropriate. I think to discuss it at the end of the day, yes. Do you protect your daughter? Do you want her to be safe? Yes. But this is none of T.I.'s business. This is none of T.I.'s business. This is, it's an invasion of her privacy at the end of the day. And I feel badly for Deja, and I just want to throw her some support and love, because we're here for her, because this is just disgusting. Right?
You know what I think, Alex? I feel like if you're having open communication with your children about sex, it never needs to get this far. Like, my parents sat me down, as awkward as it was, girl. They broke out index cards, girl. Dad had the dictionary and everything. They were like, listen, this ain't no birds and the bees, but we gonna get into the nitty gritty. And girl, I was sweating, girl. I was like, oh my God, my parents. But you need to have that open communication, because then perhaps, maybe, if you don't have the information, you might want to go out and explore with another person, and then next thing you know, you got baby. So you have to have that open communication so that you don't feel like you need to be in the OB, in the gyno. You don't need to be in the... Alex, he didn't need
exactly. To communication, yes. Open communication, I'm here for it. But I also think that this has taken it to a whole new level that doesn't need to happen. And I just want this all to go away, because this is just very inappropriate. And I am not here for it as well. Let us know. T-Tribe.
Kayla says, that's like invasive to a scary level. Like, someone check this man. There's something off in his brain levels. And I 100% agree. Jasmine says, I can't even wrap my head around how anyone would find it okay to do this to their daughter. Jakara said, oh no, now he's really wrong for that. The fact that he is okay with embarrassing his daughter, that is just so wrong. So on top of checking her, then on top of you on TV and everyone knows. Awful, 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 awful.
You know what the worst part about this is, Courtney, is now that this has happened, I think it's really counterproductive in the way that she's not going to be comfortable to go to T.I. about if she seriously has an issue and she needs help from her father. He kind of ruined that, relationship and open communication, because she was embarrassed by what he did previously. So if anything he was really trying to accomplish is not going to happen with the handling it this way.
Alex, I have a question. If Deja was your daughter and your boyfriend, fiance, or husband, or whoever you're married to or having children with decided that this was the way and I'm not changing, what would you do to tell your husband, fiance, boyfriend, what have you, it's not going down like that? How would you express that?
I would express, just as I mentioned earlier, that this is not going to happen, because a woman has her own privacy and her own rules about her own body. So if she's going to go in at, everyone grows at their own pace, mentally, emotionally, whatever. She may have not been ready to kind of address that part of her life with her father. And I would say that, put it out there to your children. Hey, I'm here for you. I understand. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be there for you. But do not insert yourself in their life until they ask for it, is my opinion.
Yeah, I think I would beg and cry on my hands and knees to my kids, like, please come and talk to me before I roll up in the OBGYN's office. Like, what's going on in there? Like, you know what? I just find that to be like the fact that, Alex, what disturbed me the most, right, was when the story first came out and I clicked on Twitter, because I live on Twitter. Twitter is my life. There were so and black men defending the nonsense. How can you defend that? Well, he need to know about his daughter. Hello? How about you get to teaching? How about you to educating? How about you get to opening up that communication so that there doesn't have to be that fear or that need to know? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm.
I completely understand what you're saying. Right. Exactly. Even if he did find out that something was going on, then what is he going to do, right?
It's too late. It's too late.
It already happened.
Get back and something to shake to.
Exactly. Oh, man. Well, everyone make sure you check that out and kind of form your own opinion on what you think should or should not happen. But let's move on from that because what? Yes, Courtney.
I got something good for you, girl. Hang on. We got Elisa in the chat, and she says, "Welcome, Alex. Love your vibe and happy to have your energy in the tribe. P.S." She didn't say P.S. P.S. Great hair. Salsa emoji, heart emoji, T emoji. Yes. What you using your hair, Alex? How you got your hair that good?
You know, there may be a few little extras in here we're not talking about.
We can never know, girl. It looks nice and healthy, girl. Yes. Come on, girl.
Magic. It's magic. But I did get up bright and early this morning to look good for the T Tribe. So I did do a little extra fluff and volume. So thank you for the warm welcome. I'm very, very excited to be here. And I love Courtney's energy, and I vibe off that energy. So I'm happy. You know, if there's one person I want to be joining this morning with, it would be you, Courtney.
Thank you, Alex. You're doing great. The T Tribe is receptive. You get what I'm saying? I like her energy.
I love it.
Oh, she said she's serious. Me too. Yes, God, come on, water. Like they are living for it. So go ahead, girl. Keep driving the car, girl. I'm gonna
okay.
Go, beep, beep.
All right. Let's move on because, Courtney, it is time to get into the Jenner tea time. And I hear you have a special thing for that.
Go ahead and hit it, Leo.
That is your voice, Alex, right?
I used to do it live every day. But the powers that T said, you know what? We thought it would be a little tighter if we just recorded it and gave it to the kids that way. Kids, did you love it?
Courtney, let's get one live one right now, just for old time's sake.
Yeah, hold on, let me just. Jenner tea time. Hello to everyone in the studio, which is no one, just me. Ooh,
oh my God, yes, that couldn't have been better. Thank you for that. But okay. So first off, let me just say, I think I mentioned earlier, but I was born and raised in Calabasas, California. So I'm a distant cousin of the Kardashians, I like to say. So I love them. You know, there's news of them every day, but this news is pretty special. I don't know if it's special, but happy birthday to Kanye, of course, yesterday. So Kim Kardashian calls Kanye West her king as she celebrates his 43rd birthday. Kim shared several photos of Kanye to Instagram on Monday, writing in the caption alongside a pair of snaps featuring the couple's "Happy birthday to my king." And on her Instagram story, she thanked her husband of 6 years for staying true to himself. She said, quote, "Happy birthday, babe. Thank you for always being you and never letting the world change who you are. Life wouldn't be the same without you," she added, following up with this sweet message with 2 silly photos of Kanye with their 4-year-old son, Saint. So
I love the picture of Kanye with the Sesame Street hat on because I have never related more to how I want to look as a parent in my life. Looking mean as hell with my sweet, saintly child. Like, I live for that. Like, I see myself in that picture, just looking mean, like, don't you dare look at me. But my child is the happiest child on the planet because I've made them to be that way.
Kanye, as we know, is a very unique person, but those kids are beautiful. I mean, all their kids are gorgeous, right?
Yes,
they're really pretty kids.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
I will say, Alex, we've been a little critical of the Well, I won't say we. I have been very critical of the Jenners. But I will say I'm very glad that Kim celebrated her husband no matter what. No matter what we hear, she still helped him blow out the candles.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You know, there's been a lot of talk about a lot of frustrations during quarantine. You know, Kim has been vocal that, you know, Kanye's kind of focused on creating, and he hasn't really helped a lot with the children. And then there's been rumors here and there that, you know, their relationship's on the rocks. But Kim, as the Kardashians do, I guess kind of put, you know, that noise to rest and kind of set the record straight with this beautiful tribute to Kanye. So they're going strong. So what do you think?
Good.
You're not a fan of the Kar-Jenners, Courtney?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like there's like a common misconception, and a lot of it is my fault, Alex, right? I'm very critical of the Kar-Jenners. This is an opinion-based show, and a lot of the conversations I've had around the Kar-Jenners usually lie on the side of, okay, well, we know that this is going to be for the show. Yesterday, they were falling apart, and now, less than 24 hours later, they're perfectly fine again. Or I call out the fact that Poosh is awful, and the Courtney Kardashian fans get very upset over that. And I'm like, y'all, it's garbage. We already have Gwyneth Paltrow. Like, let it go. Also, I want to know why Khloe is always face tuning her head to look like a piece of bread, because that's not her head shape. So I just always have like lots of questions. I always imagine Miss Chrissy Jenner like up in a helicopter, just like passing manila folders, like, okay, this is your storyline. Like, Sophia, here's an offer you can't refuse. Don't leave the camp yet, girl. And like, I just have all these speculations about the Kar-Jenners, and it's fun to me. So I never wanted to read like I hate them, because I don't. But it's certainly funny. Definitely funny and interesting. Yeah.
It's always fun. It's always exciting in the Kardashian world. I mean, it's kind of like that, you know, like they say, that car accident that you watch. It's kind of like that. Like, they're so entertaining. I love keeping up with them. And, but I hear you. You know, there are a bunch of storylines left and right. At the end of the day, they are filming a show, but they are human. It is part of life to an extent. You know, do they exaggerate some of these storylines? I'm sure. But let me just say, I have a significant other, and quarantine gets tough. So, you know, having all that time together and, you know, interacting, I can see a relationship getting a little on the rocks. So there may be some truth to that, because naturally we're all getting on each other's nerves. So I get it, you know, but I do kind of appreciate that she just kind of wants to move on from this and just kind of set the record straight, like, we're good. So I appreciate that.
We're going to give it 72 hours and see if another report, if a source tells Hollywood Life, then it's about to be done, girl. By the end of the week, Alex, watch. Kanye steps out on camera. But wait, Alex, I thought you just said 48 hours ago that they was in Wisconsin. Nope, they're on the rocks. Because I source told Hollywood Life. That's how it's going to happen.
You know, everything. Well, that is why we have Kar-Jenner tea time every single day, because we got to keep up. You know, we just never know what tomorrow will bring. But obviously, Kanye's birthday comes just days after he joined demonstrators in his hometown of Chicago to protest against police brutality and systemic racism. So hear this. A lot of people are saying, or insiders are saying, that Kim is behind Kanye's politics. So as we know, Kanye was a very vocal supporter of President Trump, but now his support of Black Lives Matter has some music insiders scratching their heads and wondering if Kim is behind it. One source even told us that Kim, who has become a vocal campaigner for criminal justice and prison reform, was the catalyst for him to act. Thoughts?
To be honest, Alex, and maybe I'm speaking out of turn, which is like anytime I speak on this program. Sorry, y'all. Is it possible that for Kanye, this is not a political thing? Police brutality and the slaughtering of Black people across the world, I don't really see it as a political issue. So although I don't agree with any of Kanye's values politically, I can understand seeing yourself be murdered. You get what I'm saying? You know what it's like to wake up every day, Alex, and you go on Twitter and you're seeing black people run over by the police or choked out by the police, taking the black out of it. The old man that they pushed down on the ground, and our president just went up there and said he tripped and fell. I think that for Kanye, I think he woke up and thought, oh my God, George Floyd, he was a father. I would never want anything to happen to me and my children aren't taken care of. Oh my God, my town is, in so much turmoil. There's so much destruction that's happening. How can I aid? So I think it's a fair speculation, not confirmation, that perhaps Kanye was able to separate political from right and wrong, I think. I still didn't like that black people chose slavery comment, though, and I didn't forget Kanye, just to let y'all know, but I'm behind the money part. Shout out to him. Open your purse.
Yeah. So as you know, it was announced that he created a college fund for George Floyd's daughter Gianna and donated $2 million to Black Lives Matter organizations. And then, of course, he marched with the protesters in Chicago. Kardashian's Kim's rep told us it's not true that she prompted West to act. Kanye fully made the decision to donate and peacefully protest in Chicago on his own accord. That's a quote that her rep said. I agree with you, Courtney. I think it's the difference between right and wrong, and no matter who you support politically, I think that Kanye was just taking the right stand. So I don't know. I think this is a story that's just speculation.
I want to shout out Jasmine. Jasmine says, welcome, Alex. Hi, Courtney, my love. Hope all is well. I hope all is well with you, Jasmine. And
hello, Jasmine. Jasmine, I had a cat named Jasmine because I was a fan of Aladdin growing up, and I got to name my cat, and I named her Jasmine, like Princess Jasmine. So, hello, Jasmine.
When I think of Jasmine, I think of Nicki Minaj and her song Roman's Revenge. Shout out to Jasmine. Nicki goes, I am not Jasmine. These bums is lagging. Sorry if my connection just lagged as well, but I mean, it fits. It's fitting.
I love that. Okay, so moving on, Kylie Jenner says that she's proud of the Kylie Cosmetics diversity after revealing that 13% of her employees are Black. So Kylie revealed this, that 13% of the people who work in the Kylie Cosmetics and Kylie Skin headquarters are Black, while 47% are BIPOC, Black, Indigenous, people of color. Just over half of the employees identify as white, and 100% identify as women. She posted this on Instagram saying, quote, we are proud of the diversity within our company with a team of Black, white, Asian, Native American, Hispanic, and Middle Eastern women. The statement said, as our team grows, we commit to a continued focus on ethnic diversity in the workplace and the recruitment of Black employees. She went on to say, our team has signed petitions, texted, sent emails, made calls, and come together in solidarity over this last week. But these are not one-time actions, and this is not a momentary commitment. Statement went on, we will continue to educate ourselves and our followers on how we can come together to support the fight against racism. We will celebrate, uplift, and empower the Black community through our channels. She said, change does not happen overnight. This is an ongoing dialogue, and we hope you all continue to be vocal about what you want to see, not only from us, but from the beauty community, from each other. We're in this together. So,
that was a lengthy statement.
That, Courtney?
Alex, I need one. I'm going to take my shot. Come on, girl. Come on, get your tequila out, girl. Yes, girl.
Let's do it.
Hold on, let me pour, girl. Show them that bottle, girl. Yes, y'all see what Alex got? Yeah, Alex got the tequila. Alex, let me tell you something.
It was a gift. This is a fancy one. It was a gift.
And I went to hang out with a friend one time, Alex, and it was real random. And when I went, they were like, "Oh, have some tequila." And girl, you know I'm broke, girl. I ain't never seen that tequila in my life. Girl, that tequila was so smooth going down this holy throat, girl. I said, "Hold on, hold on."
Let me just clarify that I never have this in my house, okay? I'm drinking the broke stuff too, but that tequila is delicious. It is smooth.
Yes.
It is a good stuff. So let's cheers. Yes. What are we cheersing to today, Courtney?
We're cheersing to you having an incredible journey with the morning tea, the tea tribe, and me. Cheers.
Yes. Thanks, T-Tribe. Cheers. Mm.
How you feel, girl?
Good morning.
Yes, boy.
Feeling good. Feeling good. Okay. I love it. I love tequila, so we're good. Okay. So Courtney, let's get back to this story. What are your thoughts on that statement? Do you appreciate that statement from Kylie Cosmetics?
Could have been more black people, but hey, 13%. I feel like saying 13% and proud with your whole chest is like, okay. It could have been 30%. I would have been shocked like 30%, but I guess 13 is all right. Can we see a photo?
Right.
I know we don't yet, but can we see a photo of all of your employees, Kylie, just so we can make sure that your numbers are accurate? Miss Mamas,
Right.
we're a little curious.
Right. But I love this. You know what I want to make clear from her statement that, like she mentioned, the team has signed petitions and texted, sent emails, made calls. All of this is very, very important than just a statement. So change doesn't happen overnight, and this,
Yes.
we'll continue to talk about this and discuss this and kind of move with this movement as well. So I like it.
You know what I would be interested to see? I would love to see after this Kylie do something to shock us all, and the next launch that she has, she's not the face of it, and instead it's a black person.
Ooh,
The reason why
I like that.
I feel like, and this is not shade to the men in their family, but I want to use this word so that I can paint the imagery for y'all. I feel like because the Kardashian women acquire black men so that they can have and birth black children, I think that the least that Kylie can do, and trust me, Kylie is like my favorite out of all of them, which is why I want to bestow this upon her. I just feel like, why not? Your next lip kit, if you're, let's just imagine that Kylie's rebranding lip kits. I feel like, why not show where the reference for you wanting to get the lip fillers came from in the first place? I would be proud, to be honest, to support a product if she made that change. It's all baby steps, but I feel like that would be one that would break the internet and bring her more sales.
100%. I completely agree. I think that is a great next step to kind of continue this movement and kind of just make her statement that much more powerful. So
yeah.
I'm here for it. Let's see what happens. We'll stay tuned for our next Jenner. But moving on from that, speaking of breaking barriers and breaking social distancing rules, the Jenner fam, they're over it. They're over it as, they want to move on. And Kendall was seen enjoying a night out on the town as lockdown restrictions have lightened up in Los Angeles. Let me make that clear that they have lightened up a bit. She rocked a black mini skirt with those great legs as she dined out with rumored flame Devyn Booker at a Malibu hotspot, Nobu. So, one, this is kind of, confirming. I know she's been seen with Devyn a few times, but, if he's the first guy you're going out on a date with after quarantine, he's obviously someone special, to that. So I think they're still going strong. What do you think about that? Would you be out at restaurant yet? Have you jumped? No.
I'm going to tell y'all right now. I have gone maybe a total of 3 places since we've been in lockdown, and that is the grocery store. I love to use the phrase, Alex, hashtag risk the Rona. So I did risk the Rona to go all the way downtown to my favorite taco spot because I wanted to do my part and support local businesses, even though this one is like 35 minutes away. I wanted to do that. And other than that,
what is it called?
Anywhere else. It's called Rodeo Mexican Grill. It's by Fitum. It's in that area. Yeah, it's really good. Okay. I've been eating there for like 12 years. It's my favorite place to get tacos in all of LA, and the staff is always really nice. I think that Kendall needs to stay in the house bored. Just because y'all are not hearing about COVID as much, let's not forget we had a whole entire Black Lives Revolution last week, does not mean that it does not exist. My little brother texted me this morning and was like, hey, is COVID still happening? Because I haven't been seeing it on the news. And he's 14. That to me says that means my parents is like, girl, we're going outside. No, y'all are not. So I had to write them a long thing, Alex, and I was like, y'all need to stay in the house. You want me to send you some masks? This is not going to work. So, Kendall, you need to get your behind with the good leg back in your house, back in your mansion, excuse me.
Well, okay, but Kylie disagrees with you, Courtney, because she was also seen breaking her social distancing at LA hotspot Bootsy Bellows. Now, Bootsy Bellows hasn't fully opened because of COVID-19, but they opened up the VIP section for Kylie and Palestinian model Kadra. I may be butchering that. They were seen at the hotspot linking arms. Neither was wearing a mask, and they left the club around 1:20. So both Kylie and Kendall are moving forward.
How about this, Alex? The reason why I'm upset a little bit is because whatever with them. If they get sick, they're rich, girl. They could fly in a doctor from wherever in the world. The message that it sends to everyone else is that everything is fine and it's okay. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now, and you know I'm being real because I'm looking in the camera. It ain't sweet out there. People are getting sick and dying every single day, specifically from COVID. So don't think just because you see online your little friends going outside and risking their lives that you have to do the same. And also do not let your friends pressure you. I will most likely be in this house until November, Alex. There is no way around it. I'm not going outside. I just ain't doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I think they have that much, you know, it's more important for them with their platforms to kind of be very, very serious about it because a lot of people look up to them and truly follow them. You know, young girls look to them for advice and what to do. So they kind of have a bigger kind of position to stay inside and remember that COVID, like you said, still exists. So, I get it. It's hard. It's tough. We're all going crazy. We're struggling, but it's important. Health is important. And I don't think it's time to go out just yet. But anyway. Not yet. Unless you're protesting, right? Which is a whole
okay, and even then, make sure you have a hand sanitizer and your utility belt that you can pull out. Yeah. When I go to the grocery store, Alex, before I even walk inside Trader Joe's, and then when I walk out, and then when I get in the car,
I know
I'm touching handles and stuff. Y'all are not gonna get me. Y'all just not. Y'all go outside and have a carnival. I will be right in this house.
Oh man, I love it. I'm the same way. But that's why we're at home working because we're not going outside. Anyway, but I hope they're all safe and I hope, you know, that they continue to kind of, maybe this was just a one-time thing, let's hope. Who knows? But let's move on from that because our morning tea is almost coming to an end. We have to close it out for the day, which is very sad. But we're going to end with some good celebs doing good. They're using their Instagram platforms to empower Black leaders. Lady Gaga, Selena Gomez, Camila Cabello, Shawn Mendes, Lizzo, and more are lending their Instagram and platforms to amplify Black voices, leaders, and organizations at the forefront of the Black Lives Matter movement. Selena kicked it off. I'm sorry?
Did you say and Shawn, like Mendes?
Yeah. Shawn was seen protesting in Miami, and he shared his spotlight with activist and strategist Ziona Bryant, who took over his Instagram story on Friday. Selena kicked it off, introducing Alicia Garza, co-creator of Black Lives Matter, one of the founders of Black Futures Lab, an organization that works to make Black communities powerful in politics. Lady Gaga also lent her profile to organizations she's donated to, such as the Loveland Foundation, Black Lives Matter, Campaign Zero, Marsha P. Johnson Institute, Color of Change, Black Future Labs, and so on. She said, quote, "I'm giving over my Instagram account to each of the organizations I've recently donated to in an effort to amplify their important voices." Lizzo also shared that she would be advocating for Black Visions Collective in Minneapolis so that people would learn more about what's happening at the heart of the protests. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you think celebrities should always use their platforms for good? Do you think that they shouldn't take a stance? What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so how I feel about it is If you have been problematic with Black people in the past, I would prefer if you just don't say anything and open your purse. I feel that way about Camila, and I feel that way about Shawn, just because for me, Alex, my biggest thing with Shawn Mendes, and I still haven't let it go in T Tribe. Y'all already know how I feel about this. I used to love Shawn Mendes. I was sitting up here standing Alex for weeks and weeks and weeks. But when you come out with a song, you're on a song with Taylor Swift, and these men are out here trying to basically destroy your finances and end your career and this, that, and the third, and you don't come out and say nothing, but you want us to stream your little remix, Lover remix, you're done. So I'm glad that they are using their platforms. But for me, Shawn and Camila, I have to give them some time and lots of space, especially Camila, for sure. Oh God. Whew. But yeah, keep using your platforms. Shout out to Selena, shout out to Lady Gaga, shout out to everyone that is sort of realizing that it's bigger than just celebrity, bigger than just a hashtag, because it actually is an entire movement.
Exactly. And I think that's a great way to end with that powerful statement. Courtney, we made it. We made it.
We did it, Alex.
Morning tea. How do you think we did, T Tribe? Let us know, Alex, in the comments.
I'm going to tell you right now, you did that. Thank you. Excellence personified. You drove the car, toe on the gas. I was in the passenger seat handing you snacks. It was excellent. Lived, laughed, and loved it. And I hope you guys in the T Tribe enjoyed it as well, and continue to send Alex your warmest welcomes, because y'all know it ain't an easy job to do what she do over there. So thank you, Alex, honestly.
Oh, thank you, Courtney. This was great. Such a warm welcome. And of course, as we mentioned, make sure you hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, and make sure to catch us again tomorrow for the morning tea. And I don't really know how we finish this. So do we cheers? Do we shot? How do we finish this, Courtney?
let me give you the tutorial. So you did it right, girl. But tomorrow is a special day because there's a member in our T Tribe named Wesley. And we love Wesley. He's sassy. He kikis with us. And so tomorrow is What Wesley Say Wednesday. So I'm going to try to be in the chat and read all of his good hot takes because we love Wesley. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to follow both of us on social media. Alex, what's your social media?
This way. It's at Alex Schiffman.
And you can follow me at Courtney Revolution, both on social media and my individual YouTube channel. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And now, Alex, it's time for you to mime this, because I'm about to say, wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. It's it, man. You better wash your hands. Wash your hands. You better wash your hands. Scrub your hands. Scrub your hands. Scrub your hands. Scrub your hands. You better wash. Just wash your hands. Just wash your hands, Miss Ma'am. Just